What is up, YouTube? This is HeyHoBrando. Welcome back to another Minecraft Adventure Part 5. I know it's been a while since our last episode on here, but we got some stuff we wanted to do. We got some stuff that we have to do, and basically, we got a lot of stuff to do, and at the end of this episode, oh boy, it's quite a big transformation, at least for the middle area here, and all the plans that we got going on right now. So basically, what I'm doing right now is after the death of the last one, I'm just getting everything set up, because I have a game plan in mind. I have a game plan of what I want to be doing, because we need to start now getting diamonds. We need to start working on that. And so I learned about where the area of the diamonds is, and I want to make a mine shaft that will go towards it. But for that, we need to start working on some things. So basically for me right now, because of the fact that I had no sticks at all, I didn't realize that until just at the end. Basically just going to go around, farm a little bit, and get some items. Back when I first started this game, I always said that I'm going to be doing a lot of firsts when it comes to this sort of thing. And the one thing I learned is when I was watching one guy play a hardcore game mode is that he had way too many seeds from his farm and that he could put seeds down to make bone meal. I didn't know that, and now seeing all this extra stuff, I'm like, gee, yeah, that's that's not doing a lot. So I want to see if I could try to automate it in some way, shape, or form. I'm wondering if I can somehow put all that extra stuff into it. But right now, I'm not really getting a lot that I can safely do that. I definitely need to find a way so I can kill more mobs. And one of the big things I do want to build eventually is a mob spawn or a mob farm somewhere where it's a little bit of ways, and see if I could try to get that made correctly and see how it goes from there. But really, all I'm doing right now is just a little bit of chores around the place, get some food, because I need to get some food right away, and eventually I'll even go down and denote the herd that we got down there to get the food that's going to last me for the rest of this episode. So yeah, the game plan. So the last time we played, we had Dragoon, the Rage Quit Spartan, join us, and he had his area that was going to be his, and Joseph has his area that's going to be his. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to start on my end. And because now the tower is not going to be the home that we're all going to have it. It's actually going to be a central hub that'll have a lot of things that we can all share. Eventually, there's going to be a floor that's going to have villagers. The bottom, we have the basement for the farm, so we can get, leather and carpet that we're going to need and all that other good stuff. But basically, we're now having our own homes in the mountains that's around here, and I think that's a great idea. We're eventually even going to have it where gates and bridges are going to look different, so it's not going to be a same style type of thing. It's actually going to be a different way per one, because I think that's a great way for us to actually show that it's 3 different people working on not only the same thing, but at the same time have their own little style of things onto it. But at this point right now, I'm just making a cobblestone slab bridge that will be upgraded. It's not going to be upgraded in this episode, but eventually when I get everything started off, it is going to be fixed up. Once on the other side, I wanted to get on top of the mountain to mine it down a little bit just to get some more resources, because I had some plans I need to do. I found a giant hole on the island that's over here, and I wanted to build something down there. I had an idea of a mine shaft, because I have to get down to negative 58, because as you can see, our Y is 234 on top of here, so it's quite a bit of digging downward, and I knew that I'm going to need a bunch of cobblestone so I can make stone stairs, so that I'm not wasting energy going up and down, jumping up and down. But you'll see what I mean in just a little bit. So getting to the hole that was close by the bridge, I decided I wanted to not just dig straight down, because that's always the one rule in Minecraft you never do. So I have to start curving my way around, and I'm trying to make a decision on how I'm going to do this properly. It's not going to be the most efficient way on how I'm going to be getting down, but I'm making plans as I go along. This is not something I made a plan on quite ahead of time, where I thought it's going to be as simple as just winding it down in a circle over and over again until I get down to it, because that was the original plan, just a singular circle round line. But after a while, which you'll see, I just decided, screw it, I'm just going to go straight down to the negative 58 so I can try to get some diamonds. As I said, I just decided to go with the whole idea of going straight down, putting some torches down to light up the area, and just digging in a sort of diagonal 45-degree angle that would go downward. There were some things I had to go through. I found some water that I had to drain out, and I found like almost lava. I got almost killed by lava a couple times, and I'm like, ugh, don't want to do this. But eventually we do make our way down towards the area, and we find some stuff, and coal, more iron, a few little bit of lapis, because we're eventually are going to get the lapis when we do have to enchant our item, but we're still a little bit far away from doing that. So yeah, here's one of the first instances of when I was digging downward. I found some water down here. Around these areas were looks like lush caves, and we didn't find out until later on that the cave that I'm actually carving into is actually the lush cave connection underneath the tower. We actually find a little bit of skulk as well, where it's actually the first skulk that me and Joseph find earlier on. So what I'm just doing here, I'm just filling in the water, trying to find the water source and then mine it out, because that's the only way I can think about how to do it properly. I wish I had sponges, but haven't found a monument yet, or I don't think I haven't figured it out if I did yet. But yeah, this is just one of the few obstacles I had to go through with the lava. I just had to make sure to cover that up with the cobblestone. Luckily, didn't really do much in terms of stopping me, but what can you do, right? So like it was said earlier, me and Joseph decided that we were going to do a little bit something different along the entrances of our entryway. So like where my mountain is going to be an entryway to eventually what will be my home base, and I just wanted to build something different, and I want to try to make myself get more comfortable with making something a little bit different. So I'm trying to do something a little weird here, and I decided what I wanted to do is have a waterfall connection that will go down, cascading down the side of the castle. And I eventually was, not castle, tower, I was eventually going to do this on all four sides, but then the idea of like, you know what, let's just do one thing, like one entryway for each person. So Joseph will eventually make his one, I'll make my own one. Here I'm just kind of counting it because I want to try and make it the same on either side. With the way that we have the tower though, it's going to look a little off on one end, but if you're not really looking at it, it doesn't really seem that far. But yeah, you'll see the end result of this by the end. Believe it or not, this is actually the first time I actually used a stone cutter for anything, and I didn't want to make everything just blocky. I decided, let's get some stairs over here. Let's see if we can make this look a little bit more. And I'm just kind of like looking at it going like, something seems off. But yeah, just went around, added these things just to make it look a little bit more. I tried adding on the bottom, thinking like, oh, could that do anything? Yeah, no, that wasn't going to work. So I quickly got rid of those because the water wasn't obviously going to follow there. I kept coming back here, looking at that, trying to think like, oh, could I fix it up somehow? Is there a way that I could do it? And I eventually just decided, screw it, I'm going to put this back on, and then I'll make the stairs go around that, just to kind of give it some sort of level. I was going to leave it like that at first, where kind of like leave everything open concept onto it, but then I decided, no, we're gonna have to actually put the stairways all over that, because it's already, I'm looking at it back at it now, I can see that it just doesn't seem right, and just hear me going around fixing a little bit of a thing here. But yeah, just working on this a little bit more, trying to make it just a little bit better, because like I said, you'll see the end result when this is done. Decided to say just screw it, like I said, and just added stairs all along the end of it, just to try to make it look somewhat presentable. Decided to put that back there once more and add this around, and I think that how this looks already looks far better than what I originally had onto it. Like I said, don't make plans for these sort of things. I just kind of make it go with the flow, kind of have things grow alongside of it. But I think it's on this end, on this side of what I'm making over here, where it seems the most weird when I make the pillars, which you'll see in a bit. Getting the water from the water source of the farm, I decided to fill these in just to see how it would look, and eventually I'm actually liking this because already this kind of looks like a nice chill pool or pond or whatever you want to call it that you can go and chill in. And then I decided, alright, time to come over here, do the same thing and work on this. And like I said, this is the first time I've actually worked on building something to try and make it not look as flat as possible. A lot of firsts for me, and with how the building is going so far, I'm actually quite enjoying it, being completely honest. Me forcing myself to do all this to try to get everything working correctly. So yeah, I wanted to try something a little bit different, add some carpet onto here and get it a little bit more of a pop thing, because like I said, I don't want everything to be sort of flat. And I think that what I have going on here with this design will work out in the end. I'm eventually going to have to get another sheet color, probably get some dye, go around, see if I can get more dye and color in another carpet so I can get the main floor onto this looking a little bit different. Thinking that if I have carpet all around here, we don't have to worry about the monsters popping in at times. But yeah, it's going well, just as well. But without any more materials I have left, I have to go back down to the mines eventually soon, which you'll see, to get more of the deep slate so I can finish up these ponds. So yeah, back down here in the mines, I'm working on doing a strip mining for diamonds, and look, I actually find my first thing of diamonds. I was pretty excited, didn't get the recording for it because I muted myself for these sort of things now, but found my first thing of diamonds down here. Haven't even started the strip mining, but down here gonna be making up basically a giant square and then work on strip mining. So hopefully this goes accordingly to plan. It should be, because this should be at the 2-person mark, but if not, well, I didn't find my first diamonds. I found another bunch of diamonds. So altogether, I think I found about like 9 diamonds altogether, but this was like my first one I could see on camera to get, and I was pretty excited running back and forth to say that I found the diamonds up there, because eventually we are going to need it for the enchantment table. But basically down here, it's just at this point me just getting more resources and hopefully to find more diamonds. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to do more onto this, and I definitely do get more at the end with this little pond. I wanted to add pillars, see how that looks, but I was like, I don't like how this looks. Like, I'm looking at it, I'm not sure if I'm liking it at all, and I'm like, let me check this out. So then I start putting this top on, and that starts kind of like cascading down towards I have more ideas and building up something a little bit more type of thing. But really, that's all the time I have on here. Now, by the end of this, on the next episode, you're going to see the end result of this, and I'm hoping that you guys like the design of this, because I'm really proud of what I built onto this. But it's going to be the entranceway of our new gate, and I'm going to be adding on the outside of it to it, but we got a lot of things going on that we're trying to build up, and a lot more for this world. I'm sorry that it took so long to get this out. With the new Call of Duty out, I've been playing a lot of that, and just work getting to me as well. And these type of episodes of me doing commentary while recording videos of this sort of way, it takes a long time for me to do it, because I don't have the best recording software. I'm only using the PS5 Share Factory, so it takes a while. And I also have to make sure that I can only do a certain amount of time. It seems like right now only 15 minutes of commentary is what I could do. But either way, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button to see more. Tell me actually what you want me to do next. Leave a comment in the comment section below. What do you want to see in the next episode? Do you want to see me do a mob spawn? Or do you actually want to see a live stream episode where you get to see everything live? Tell me in the comment section below what you want to see. Either way, this has been HeyHoBrando, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.